Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. In this video right now, I want us to analyze 5 reasons, or I want us to talk about 5 reasons why I strongly believe that for President Uhuru Kenyatta to regain back the mountain, then he has to deal firmly with the rebellious Mount Kenya members of parliament and the rebellious Jubilee leadership. He has to deal firmly with them in order to regain back the mountain. And the first reason is this. Let's go to the 48 laws of power. The 15th law by an American author, Robert Greene. This is what the law says. Crush your enemy totally. If you crush them partially, they will recover and seek revenge. Ultimately, you can only gain peace and serenity if your enemy cease to exist. If you manage to remove all of your opponent's options, then they will have no choice but to bend to your will. By giving them nothing to negotiate with and no room to maneuver, you will have crushed them. That's exactly what President Uhuru Kenyatta has to do. If we just borrow an example of what happened yesterday, when William Ruto was stopped from flying to America, Bahati Member of Parliament Kimani Ngunjiri came out guns blazing and gave out a speech. If you listen to that speech, ladies and gentlemen, it was largely inciting Kenyans to violence. And the president is quiet. These are the type of people the president must deal with first. Let these people find it very, very hard even to stay in this country. If the president is able to contain such loud mouths, then he will have peace. And Mount Kenya, he will reclaim Mount Kenya. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at what Moses Kuria has also done today in Gatundu, he has led a demonstration against the president because of what happened yesterday. These are the people, again, ladies and gentlemen, the president must deal with family. Let these people know that Uhuru Kenyatta is the president. And also, before I forget, when Madira Member of Parliament, Rigathi Gachagua, was charged in court recently about corruption, he came out and said in broad daylight that Jubilee administration is only left with 1 year, after which they will be voted out of government. So to them, they strongly believe that they are just waiting for an opportune moment for Jubilee government to be voted out, so maybe that they can have a chance to revenge. So the president must make sure he totally destroys these people. Let him destroy them totally. And then, if he does that, most likely will reclaim the mountain. Because he's giving these people room to make him weak and weaker. He has to crush these people. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that for President Uhuru Kenyatta to regain support of Mount Kenya, he must make it clear to the residents of the mountain that William Ruto is his political enemy and not a friend at all. Let him make that very, very clear to the residents. If he makes that clear, then the residents who might still be sleeping will be awakened. They will now know that their son is under a serious attack. They will be awakened. And I can tell you, and I can guarantee you here, ladies and gentlemen, that in Kenya, our politics, specifically of the politics of the mountain, is largely ethnic. The main reason as to why these people are still most likely still following William Ruto is because some of them, even as late as of now, they still believe that Ruto and Uhuru are still together. And that at the right time, these people will just reunite. Some still believe that. But some are still following William Ruto out of sympathy. So the moment the president will now make it clear that William Ruto is his political enemy, that sympathy that maybe the residents of the mountain are still giving William Ruto will dissipate. It will disappear. So the president has to make sure he makes it clear to residents of the mountain that William Ruto is his political enemy and not a friend. If he does that, then he will just win back the mountain. And then thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, there is this known person by the name of Niccolo Machiavelli. Niccolo Machiavelli is considered as the godfather of the modern day political science. Niccolo Machiavelli, in his work, The Prince, in his manuscript, The Prince, he says that politics is a dirty game. Politics is a dirty game. It's not a church business. It's what now political analysts are referring to as realpolitik. Uhuru Kenyatta seems to be putting a lot of trust on these Tanga people. He seems to have a feeling that these people can do nothing to him. The president has to wake up and know that this is a game of politics. The president has all the instruments of power. These people pretending to be harmless can be very, very dangerous to the president. So the president has to do all it takes to make sure that he destroys these people as soon as possible, before these people destroys him. Because again, if you look at what is currently happening, or what has been happening in this country, these Tanga leaders, with their top leadership, they have somehow managed to make Uhuru appear as a lame duck president. Uhuru Kenyatta does something, then these same people, they fight that thing, and then that thing flops. A case in point is the fight against corruption, handshake, BBI. All these people have been fighting all these initiatives by the president. So the president must make sure he tames these people. He has to deal firmly with them. Let him crush them. Let there be no remnants. If he does that, then most likely the president will easily reclaim the mountain. But if he continues to handle them with velvet gloves, then these people will just regroup and they will be more stronger than they are. The president has to take action as early as he can. Fourthly, ladies and gentlemen, I also believe that Kenyan electorates, or rather the masses, they prefer to identify with somebody with power, somebody who appears stronger. Currently, as things are in Kenya, somebody would easily think that Ruto is the president of Kenya. While for us who have been following politics pretty well, I know for a fact, ladies and gentlemen, that the support currently William Ruto is enjoying, most of that support is Uhuru Kenyatta's support. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has to withdraw that support from William Ruto. How can he do that? First of all, let him use all the instruments of power he has. Let him use the police. Let him use all things possible to make sure that these people cannot even do a rally. And that's what we call realpolitik, the hard politics. Let him make sure that these people are not even able to start attacking him in public. Just what Kimani did yesterday. And what Moses Kure is doing today, holding a demonstration in President Uhuru Kenyatta's backyard. Let the president make sure he deals firmly with these people. If they are charged of corruption, let the president make sure that even these people, for them to contest an elective seat alone, that possibility is not there. If he does that, he will easily reclaim the mountain. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, the president, for him to have a strong influence on who will succeed him, maybe, then he must make sure that this group calling itself Tanga does not exist. Let him make sure that this group is totally dismantled. Let him make sure that this group is totally dismantled. How can he do that, ladies and gentlemen? I strongly believe again, ladies and gentlemen, that if Uhuru Kenyatta can withdraw the support again he has, that William Ruto is currently enjoying on the mountain, if he can withdraw that support, then Tanga Tanga is going to be non-existent. Let him mobilize all the elected leaders from Mount Kenya who are currently supporting William Ruto. Let him use all the tactics to make sure that he lures these people through whichever means. Let no Mount Kenya elected leader support William Ruto. And all the strong aspirants on the ground, let the president and the government do all it takes to make sure they lure these people and make sure they are in Jubilee government. I believe those are the 5 reasons, ladies and gentlemen. There can be so many other reasons. But I strongly believe that looking at what is currently happening in Kenya, the president should not use diplomacy, should not use largely diplomacy. He has to use an iron fist to make sure he reclaims the mountain. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, God bless you, God bless Kenya. And before I forget again, if you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. God bless you, God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana.